Hola, buenos dias, good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you could make it for another planning video. It's your girl here, Daniela, Miss Four Lizard, and I have my cappuccino. I just had my breakfast and I am ready to get into my planner today. It's Saturday morning and I am in the best mood Saturday morning, as I'm sure so many people are, because the work week is over. And honestly, I do work over the weekends, but definitely not as much as I work during the weekdays. And definitely Saturday morning is my time to relax and film YouTube planner videos. So today I'm going to be setting up a planner spread, kind of a bullet journal type spread, because I'm just going to be creating it straight from a dot grid filler paper from the Happy Planner. This is a spread I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I just haven't really gotten around to doing it or finding the time to do it. And so it is my perfect morning routine spread. I want to kind of visualize what my perfect morning routine looks like. Morning routines have always been a huge passion of mine. I've kind of been working on my morning routine for a year now, I would say, just kind of like developing it, formulating it. It's been a journey, and I finally feel kind of comfortable enough to really put down on paper, you know, in a kind of more long-standing format, how I envision my morning routine to go. And this is definitely a morning routine for the work week. It's much different on the weekends. So I'm gonna call this my boss bitch morning routine, and I've already actually kind of sketched it out on this sketch paper about how I kind of want it to look. Really rough sketch, and yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So I already have a couple of stickers here with me today, and I'm excited to just get into this morning routine. So if you're interested in seeing how I set up a morning routine spread in my Happy Planner and what I do for my morning routine, just keep on watching. So I'm going to put my little morning routine sketch here to the side, and we're just going to jump right into it, because these bullet type journal spreads always take a lot longer than like a regular plan with me, because you have to like create everything from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this lady down here on the side. Yeah, just like right here. I'm going to just put her down, and I'm gonna cover the one of the holes here, but that's fine. I can just punch that out. And I wanted to put her down. These are, by the way, from the Happy Planner. They're, I think, the Rongrong like big sticker pack that you can get at Joann's. I wanted to put her down because she looks like she's ready to get to work. She has her cute little outfit on. She has her cup of coffee. She looks like the boss bitch CEO that I aspire to be. I am a working woman. I am a professional career woman, so she inspires me a lot, and I appreciate her energy so much. I do work in a male-dominated discipline, that is academia, and particularly genetics, science, STEM academia, and so I do need to really like channel my inner boss bitch in order to, you know, stand up for myself and come out ahead. So I'm going to write up here, well, I'm not really going to write, I'm going to use these letters from the Colorful Leopard sticker book from the Happy Planner. And by the way, 99% of my stuff is the Happy Planner, because I am that kind of girl. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and write out here, boss bitch morning routine up here at the top, and let's get into it. Okay, the T is a little bit wonky there, but it'll do, it'll do. Let me see, let me try to fix it a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit wonky, but you know, it'll do. It does read like a T, doesn't it? And I think it would be cool to use some of these clear sticker leopard print stickers to kind of just like outline a little bit here at the bottom, and that way I can layer over them. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give myself like a little corner down here that I can play around with. All right, awesome. It's looking great. I'm really liking how it's turning out. Really simple, but exactly what I envisioned. So next, I am going to pull for my colorful boxes mega sticker book. I just picked this up from the spring release from the Happy Planner. I normally don't buy from online, like the online Happy Planner store. I wait until they go into like local stores, but I could not pass up this sticker book. I bought this one and I bought the other mega sticker book. I was like, those are gonna sell out. I have to get my hands on them. And sure enough, this one sold out. The other one did not. As last time I checked, it was still available, but this one for sure sold out. So I'm so glad that I picked it up because I really wanted it. It's so functional, and boxes are the first thing to go for me. Like, I feel like that's true for everyone. Boxes are the first thing to go. So I'm thinking of using either black or purple boxes. I don't see that there's a lot of purple boxes though. Let's see, there's some, but there's not a lot. Let's see, at least not in the size that I want. Maybe I'll just go with black boxes. I'm also tempted to go for these gray boxes or these brown boxes. I think the black boxes are gonna be the best bet, with maybe like a gold box thrown in somewhere. So, okay, let's start with boxes. I'm gonna start with smaller boxes because I do have 14 boxes that I want to fit into this tiny little space here. I didn't expect the lettering to take up so much space. So honestly, maybe I might do like a list of things instead of boxes, because I don't know if I can fit 14 boxes in here. Should I do that? Should I do a list instead of boxes? All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a list of things because I think it's gonna be too many boxes, not enough space, and it's gonna look a little bit crowded if I go with 14 boxes in this smaller space. Maybe if I had more grid dot space, I would be able to have 14 boxes, but right now, I don't know if I can fit 14 boxes. I think I might just go for a list of things. So I'm gonna start off with this sticker right here. It's just a little like quote box sticker. This is gonna be like where I start. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull for my new obsession. These are the clean colored dot pens from Kuretake. I got them online. I forget where exactly I got them from, but I saw a review on the pen blog, no, the penaddict.com. It's like an amazing website for like stationery reviews and such. And maybe I'll go with these two here. And these are amazing markers. They're dual-sided. They're dual-sided, and one side is this like thick dot shaped end that is perfect for like making dots, as well as you can highlight things, and on the other side it's just a really thin marker that is a bit of a hard point, and so it's really precise and detailed. And yeah, it's a 0.5 millimeter end there. So I think I might give myself 14 dots down here in a list, and then I'll write down all of the items that I want to do for my morning routine. And I think I might go with the purple marker, because I do want to like match her purple in some way. So let's start off with these dots here. And I ran out of room there at the end, so I'm going to have to peel up this sticker here. Let's see. Okay, now I made it go all up the side, and I actually really like how that turned out, so I'm happy I did that. So the next thing I'm going to do is write out all of my morning routine steps. I do have a lot. I do have a long morning routine, and honestly, like sometimes all of the steps get done when I have a little bit more time, and some days, honestly, I just roll out of bed, grab my stuff, and head out the door. And I don't do, you know, the majority of them. I end up always doing like a couple at least, but definitely not all of them. So we'll go step by step, and I'll explain a little bit behind why I do each step. And of course I have my trusty 0.45 micron in black to do the writing. So I'm gonna just write here, wake up. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. All right, I think that's good. So I'm gonna write wake up here. And I'm also just gonna write my target goal of waking up. I try to wake up pretty early, so you know, if I'm able to get up at 4 to 5 in the morning, I consider that, you know, a good day. Like that means that I went to sleep early, meaning that I didn't stay up with work or stressed out or just messing around. 4 to 5 is pretty doable for me. I tend to wake up, you know, around that time during the work week. And again, it's not rocket science. It's easy if you go to sleep early. If you have the discipline to get your butt in bed, then you just start naturally waking up earlier, and it becomes easier and easier. You just have to get accustomed to just getting to bed earlier and earlier. And if I'm waking up at 4 in the morning, I try to be in bed around 9 p.m. Although sometimes that gets close to 10. Okay, and then I'm gonna number these items, and it took me a long time to like figure out exactly like what I wanted to do in the morning, and what I wanted to do and what I needed to do, and what was the best for me to really, you know, start my day right. So this morning routine was created with tons of research going into it, and I have a couple of new additions to it. And I'm really just excited to put all this down on paper and just really just have it staring at me in the face every single day, so I remember to like hit all of these items in the morning. And because I do try to wake up really early, I am able to get a lot of them done because I'm an early bird, and I just have the time in the morning. So the first thing, this is a new addition to my morning routine, and this is a funny story. I was inspired by Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings? Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. It's the Marvel movie with the like first Asian American actor as like a main character, or like a superhero, and that movie was wonderful. I highly recommend it. I'm not a huge Marvel person, but I did really enjoy Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings. And there's a scene at the beginning of the movie where Shang-Chi, he gets up out of bed, and the first thing he does is like 10 push-ups, or I'm sure he did like 100 push-ups actually. It only showed like a few push-ups, but you get the message. Like the super hot, built, you know, super muscled guy just getting up in the morning, first thing he does is like 100 push-ups. Like, and you know, if you want to get a body that looks like that, you probably have to do something like that. And so I was super inspired. I was like, I want to be Shang-Chi. Like, I want to be that level of athletic and, you know, lean and toned. And my arms have always been like a part of my body that I don't really work out as much. Like, I'll do a lot of core stuff, I'll do a lot of leg stuff, but for some reason I don't do a lot of arm stuff. And so I always feel like a lot weaker in my upper body than my lower body. And I can barely do, you know, like 10 push-ups. And so I want to get to the point where I'm doing like 30, 40 push-ups, and I'm able to do that. So now I'm trying this new thing like Shang-Chi, where the first thing I do, I literally roll out of bed and I'm in my PJs, I hit the floor and I do 5 push-ups, and it's the worst. It is like like starting from, you know, 0 to 100 real quick in the morning, but it really kind of like sets the mood for the day. Like, I feel like such a boss after I've done like my 5 push-ups. I feel like the blood starts like coursing through my body. I start warming up. Like, I definitely wake up a bit, and I just like it just like I love that I'm able to do that. So 5 to 10, I'll call them bedside push-ups. So that's the first thing I do. And then the second thing I do is make my bed. That's one thing that I'm always like pretty good about doing, because there's just something so satisfying about coming home to a tidy room and a made bed. It makes me feel like I'm in control of my life and that I'm not too overwhelmed. The one thing about making my bed that's difficult to do is that I sleep with my pug with me. He loves sleeping with me, and so he'll be in my bed, and he doesn't like getting up at 4 to 5 in the morning. He wants to stay in bed till about like 8 or 9. And so he wants to stay in bed, and it's kind of hard to make the bed when he's like burrowed into the quilts. And so I have to kick him out of bed and then make the bed and then put him back on the bed, and I try to give him a little blanket so he can kind of like cozy into it, because otherwise he wants to be under the covers. He is just so cute and lazy, but you know, there were days where I felt so bad kicking him out of bed that I wasn't making my bed. Like, I would just leave it unmade, and then I would come home and I would feel kind of bad about it, and I just didn't like it. So I finally just sucked it up, and I was like, if I'm getting out of bed, my pug can get out of bed for like a minute while I make the bed, and then I just put him back on the bed with his little blanket, and he's fine. I'm not a bad mom for doing that. So the next thing I want to do is meditate. Right after I make the bed, I want to just meditate from anywhere to 2 to 5 minutes. So one of the reasons why I decided to do this morning routine was because I was struggling deciding where to like fit in my meditation. It's something that I've been absolutely struggling to kind of do on a daily basis. I want to make it a daily habit. And one thing that I learned from reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear is that if you want to develop a habit, you have to be specific about the time that you want to complete the habit. And that's one thing that I just never had outlined in my habit building for meditation. I just never decided on where and when I wanted to meditate. And for the longest, I was trying to meditate in the middle of the day at some point, and that just wasn't working for me. It's just, I'm too busy, like throughout the day. I'm too busy. I can't take a break. I mean, I could probably, but I'm just not in the mindset. It wasn't working. I wasn't able to make it happen, no matter how much I told myself to meditate at some point during the day. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put my meditation at the very top of my day, just kind of, set the day right, give myself that moment of peace before we launch into the world. So after making the bed, I'm going to sit on my bed and just meditate for 2 to 5 minutes. I might light some incense on my little altar next to my bed and just kind of like take that moment of quietness before the day begins. And then I also, right after my meditation, I'm going to make time for prayer. Right after I meditate, I'm going to take, 10 to 15 minutes doing prayer and spirituality work. And again, this could be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how much time I have, if there's anything on my mind, things like that. But I do want to carve out some time for prayer and spirituality in the morning. And then right after prayer and spirituality, I'm going to put on my gym clothes. So put on workout clothes and stretch. So I do like to work out in the mornings. Sometimes I work out in the evenings and afternoons, but my ideal, like my total perfect morning routine includes a workout in the morning. I do want to work out in the morning, get it done with, because I find that I struggle a lot more to work out in the afternoon and evening. If I don't work out in the morning. If I work out in the morning, I feel great, I feel good, I feel like I've accomplished it. And then if I don't work out in the morning, I'm just kind of like trying to not work out later on. Like I'm just looking for an excuse to get out of my workout later on. And I definitely am a lot less inclined to work out in the afternoon and evening. I think it's because I'm just so tired at that point from my long work day that I just don't feel like working out. And it's so much better for me to work out in the morning because I also get that boost of energy from the workout. And then we have the actual workout. And my workout can be anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour long workout, depending on what I am feeling and how much time I have. So workout. And then right after my workout, I'm going to shower and get dressed. So I shower and get dressed for the day, and then right after I have my beauty routine. So that is I do makeup and jewelry. Makeup and jewelry. And again, like my shower can last anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. My beauty routine can last anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Sometimes I do have the time and energy to do a full beat and put on every single piece of jewelry I own. Sometimes I just do a little foundation, a lipstick, a mascara, and my earrings, and a ring, and I'm out the door. So the next thing after I have my beauty routine all done, I make and eat breakfast. And sometimes this is like a 5-minute thing as well. Like I literally just pop something in the microwave and eat it. And sometimes I make like an entire breakfast, like avocado toast or something that takes more like 20 minutes to do. So again, like it really depends on what I'm doing. So I make and eat breakfast. And also clean up. So that means that I wash all the dishes that I use, and like I don't leave the kitchen a mess, basically. And then the next thing I do is I pack my lunch. Sometimes I pack my dinner as well because I'm out till like 9 p.m. and sometimes I just eat dinner at work as well. So I'll just pack lunch and dinner and fill my water. So I'm just gonna fill water there, fill H2O. So I fill my water bottle, I pack my lunch and my dinner, and I like to do this right after my breakfast because I'm in the kitchen, I am in that environment, so it's just kind of easy for me to pack my lunch and dinner. And then number 11 is feed bugs. So I have my pug, he needs his water and his food every day, so feed bugs. And I'm also gonna feed fish. So I have two fish tanks, and they're both freshwater tanks. One's a 45-gallon and the other is a 30-gallon tank. And I do need to drop in a few flakes and cichlid pellets for my fish. So it only takes me like a minute to do that, like a few minutes to feed both my dog and my fish. And then also I need to water my garden. I do have a small vegetable and herb garden, and especially in the hotter days, once we get further into spring and especially going into summer, it's so important for me to water every single day. And this is something that sometimes takes a little bit longer, like it'll take maybe 5 minutes depending on how much stuff I have. When my garden is at its biggest, I do take like 5 minutes to water everything, but right now it's really small, so I definitely don't need a lot of time to water it. I maybe need like 2 or 3 minutes to water it. And then once that's done, I also like to do some planner prep. So that's when I go into my planner, I review what is gonna happen today, and I just kind of make a battle plan for my day. I look through all of my planners, I'd make a note of what I need to do, what needs to happen, and then I just make a plan for the day. I kind of outline my schedule. I make sure that I know what meetings are going on and where they're going on and what I have to do for the meetings. And I just make a plan for the day so that I leave my house, I walk out the door with like a solid idea of what's gonna happen, what's going on. And so I just have my planner prep. And my planner prep, again, can be anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. Sometimes when I have a lot of time, I even spend up to an hour in my planner, just kind of like setting up my day, but also like looking through other weeks, or just kind of being in my planner, thinking about different projects I have and such. So planner prep is such an important part of the morning routine. And the last thing that I do before I leave my house is to pack up everything that I'm taking and head out. So I always travel with a couple of bags with me because I do work really long hours, and I do commute about 40 minutes away to where I work. And so for me, I leave early, I head out, and I try to leave early so that I beat the morning traffic, and I try to come back late so I don't catch any of the evening traffic. And I try to avoid both the rush hours, and that means that I'm at work in my work area for anywhere from like 12 to 14 hours sometimes, because if I leave at 5, I tend to not come back till like 7-8 p.m. in the evening. And so when you're out that late, it really, like, you really need to have like a couple of, necessities with you. I have a few bags that I keep with me. I have my gym bag, my backpack, I have my laptop bag, I have my little crafting bag. I also have like a bag for spare clothes, like if I work out at my work gym and then decide, to change into a comfy pair of clothes, like I have another pair of clothes. I have, toiletries for if I want to shower at the gym. I have my lunch bag, which has both my lunch and dinner. I have my reading bag in case I want to go to a cafe after work and read there. I have my little reading bag where it has my books that I'm reading. So I have just tons of little bags, each with their own purpose, and I just have to pack everything up in the morning, take it to my car, and then make sure I have everything. And sometimes I even take my dog into work. And so when I take my dog into work, I have to get him all ready. I have to have his little bag full of what he needs, like his little, poop bags, like a little bag of food because he needs that, and things like that. So the last thing I do is pack and head out. So there we go. That is the complete morning routine. I feel like that was such a long video, but as you can tell, I'm really excited about morning routines. I enjoy routines a lot. I'm a Taurus. I'm very organized. I'm very practical. I like routine. I like organization. Obviously, I'm a planner. But yeah, I really enjoy having a set plan for the morning, because the morning really determines how your day is going to go. If you have a perfect morning routine, you hit all the, things that you wanted to hit, you complete all the tasks you wanted to complete, and you set yourself up for a great day, then you're going to have a great day, a productive day. And so for me, this is the perfect morning routine for me. It's my boss bitch morning routine. When I'm able to complete all of these steps, I feel like such a boss bitch. I feel like I'm on top of things. I'm in control. I'm living holistically. I'm prioritizing my wellness, my fitness, and I'm just, acting as my highest self. And that is so important to me. So let me quickly run through the steps and count how much time it would take if I was doing either the minimum or the maximum. So let's start with the minimum, and it'll give you an idea of how long it would take to complete this routine, either on a minimum scale or on a maximum scale. So the push-ups, making the bed, and meditating. So I would say that's gonna take me 4 minutes to do if I do 2 minutes meditation and a minute each of making the bed and my push-ups. Prayer and spirituality, let's say I do 5 minutes for that. That's the minimum. Put on my workout, fit, and stretch. Let's give that another 5 minutes. And then doing a workout, let's say 15 minutes. I'll do a 15-minute workout. And then shower and get dressed for the day. Let's say it's gonna take me 10 minutes. And then my beauty routine, let's say 5 minutes for that. Making and eating breakfast and cleaning up, let's say 5 minutes. Let's say I just popped in to the microwave something from last night, or I just made a smoothie, so 5 minutes. I've done that definitely before. I've just microwaved something and eaten it real quick, and it's a 5-minute thing. And then pack lunch and dinner and fill my water bottle. Let's say another 5 minutes. Feed bugs and feed the fish. Let's give me 3 minutes to do that. Water the garden. Another 3 minutes. Planner prep. Let's say 10 minutes to go through my planner. Pack and head out. Let's say 5 minutes. So minimum, if I did the absolute minimum for each of these things, it would take me 1 hour and 15 minutes. So 75 minutes. So I'm going to write that down here. Minimum 75 minutes. So 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if I woke up at 4, I would be done by 5:15, which is actually, not that bad. I would have done a bunch of stuff before 5:30 in the morning, which is awesome. That's why I like waking up early. It just feels like you are able to do so much during the day. But let's say I did the absolute maximum for everything. So if I didn't do the bare minimum, I did, a healthy chunk of time for each thing. Let's go with, the push-ups and the bed. Let's still say 3 minutes. Let's say I meditated for 5 minutes. Let's say prayer and spirituality for 20 minutes. Let's say I put on workout clothes and I stretched for, let's say 15 minutes. And then I did a workout. Let's say I did let's say I worked out for a whole hour. So shower and get dressed for the day. Let's say 15 minutes. Actually it's 20 minutes. Let's do 20 minutes. And then my beauty routine with makeup and jewelry, let's say 15 minutes for that. Eat breakfast, 30 minutes. Pack lunch and dinner, let's say 15 minutes. Let's say I had to actually make sandwiches or something instead of just putting meal prep containers into a lunchbox. Feed bugs and feed fish, still 3 minutes. Water my garden, let's say that took me 15 minutes. And then planner prep, let's say 30 minutes. And then pack and head out, let's say that took me 10 minutes. So if I did the absolute most for each one of these, that includes an hour-long workout, 30 minutes to do planner prep, a 30-minute breakfast, 20-minute shower, and getting dressed, and a 20-minute makeup and jewelry session, 5-minute meditation, 20-minute spirituality. These are all if I take the utmost time, it would take me 241 minutes. So 241 minutes is 4 hours. 4 hours. That's a lot of time. That is a lot of time. But think about it. if I wake up at 4 in the morning and it's a 4-hour morning routine, which is understandable especially when I'm working out for an hour. If I wake up at 4 and I have a 4-hour morning routine, I will be done by 8 in the morning, which is still plenty of time for me to get to work and get there at 9 in the morning, which is a good time to start work. So the benefits of waking up early, just, get to bed early and you'll be able to get up early and have a 4-hour morning routine. And sometimes I do take 4 hours for my morning routine. I wake up at 4 and I do all of this stuff. I'll work out for an hour, like I'll go for a run for like 5 miles. I will, shower for 15, 20 minutes, do my makeup for 20 minutes, have avocado toast, and cook a whole intense breakfast. And yeah, I just will spend 30 minutes with my planner, like super, just taking my time at each step. And and these are the days where I'm working like a normal 9-hour day. Usually the days that I'm working like 14 hours or 12 hours, I tend to be doing the absolute minimum when it comes to my morning routine. I'll just do an hour and 15 minutes and and just try to get out the door. Okay, so that was my morning routine. I feel like I talked way too much, and yeah, now that I'm looking at the camera, it says that this thing was an hour. It was an hour. Oh no. Well, I hope that for those of you who enjoy my chattier, lengthier videos, this one's for you. Definitely let me know what your morning routine is like, and if you have adopted any new practices in your morning routine. And I just thank you for checking out this video, and I will see you in my next one. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.